back to Charmaine's Kitchen. Today I am very excited to share with all my friends, family, viewers, subscribers that we hit the 1K. That means we got 1,000 subscribers and a little bit over that. So yahoo! I'm so excited. And guys, this didn't happen all because of me. This happened because of you guys as well. So please celebrate with me because I couldn't do this alone. So I want to say from bottom of my heart, thank you guys very, very much for watching with me every time I post a video, for commenting, for all the beautiful, encouraging word to walk with me through this journey and make this possible. And guys, you guys, I didn't do it alone. I did it because of you guys. So again, I want to say a very, very big, huge thank you to everyone. Guys, my recipe today is going to be shrimp curry. So if you guys come on down, we will cook together. Guys, this is the shrimp that we're making the shrimp curry with. And when last did you guys, all my Canadian or those who are living outside of Guyana, when last did you guys see this kind of shrimp? Well, we don't always see it here because we're in North America. But when I go to the West Indian store, I always pick up some. And guys, to know if it's good and it's fresh, look for the one that's pinkish. And those ones, if you can go a little bit closer, Jess. The ones that are looking pink and nice, this I already washed this with lime and everything and drain the water out. If it's pink looking, it's, you know that it's fresher than the ones that's whitish, white and pale and yellow looking. Those are not fresh one and they'll be very, very smelly. So this one here, I wash it with lime. There is no smell because it's pink and nice, and you know that these ones are not sitting in the store for a long time. So guys, it's also, what I'm gonna do with it today, I'm gonna make some shrimp curry. But what I like to cook with this shrimp is to cook some, when you put ochro, fry ochro or fry bora or fry anything like karila or any greens like pumpkin or spinach, and you put some of this inside, it's usually so nice and it gives me back such great memory of Guyana. They're known to call river shrimp or white belly shrimp in Guyana. So, and they're very, very tiny, but they're super delicious when you cook it. I have my ingredients here for the curry. So I have here 1.5 teaspoon of turmeric. I have 1 teaspoon of roasted geera or cumin, and I have 3 teaspoon of Lala's curry powder, and I have here my seasoning. So what I'm gonna do, I have some green onion I picked from my garden. I already cut one, but I wanted to show you guys some green onions. I have some fine thyme that I picked from my garden. I have 2 broadleaf or thick leaf thyme that I picked from my own that I have inside my house. I'm gonna add a tomato, a nice ripe tomato from my garden. Guys, the garlic that I'm using today is not from my garden. I do have garlic from my garden, but these ones are not. So I have here about 6 to 7 cloves of garlic, and I have 1 wirrie or wirrie pepper for flavor and taste. And I'm gonna blend all this except the tomato. I'm gonna blend all this up. And guys, if it's too much when you finish, you can always save the rest to season some meat or something. And here I'm gonna add some fresh okro. And here I have some frozen mangoes I'm gonna add to this fish curry. So you guys, you just imagine how beautiful this is gonna taste. Shrimp curry, what did I say?
Fish.
Sorry, shrimp curry. Thank you, Jess, for listening. You can imagine how delicious this is gonna taste when I put it all together. So I'm gonna blend up my seasoning and then I'll come back and show you guys the next step. I have the liquid goodness in here. This is all the seasoning: green onion, thyme, both thymes, pepper, garlic. I'm gonna add in here now into the seasoning. I'm gonna add about half of this, and which is gonna be, I just want to give you guys right measurement. 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 teaspoons I'm adding of the mixture. Actually, I'm gonna put some more. So about 5 to 6 teaspoons of the green seasoning, because that have the garlic, the thyme, and all the other stuff that I just show you guys. And this is the paste that I make to make the curry. And this is smelling awesome already. So I'm gonna put this on, and Jessica likes to take her finger and taste this, which is, I never did that until it's done cooking. So the rest of it that I have in here, you can always use it to season some kind of meat or something. So what I do, I have a bottle in the fridge. I always leave blend up or grind seasoning in there. Don't touch it, Jess. And when you're like in a rush and you just want to season some chicken or some fish or shrimp, anything quickly, you're gonna already have this. So it makes it way easier. So let me just put this away and I'll come back and show you guys. So guys, I have about half a teaspoon of oil in the pan, and that's my coconut oil. And I'm gonna put all my mixture paste that I made into the oil. I usually like to put it before the oil is steaming hot, because I don't want that flare and the splatter up that you usually get when the oil is hot. So this is gonna start cooking soon. Once the heat catch properly on the bottom here, and then I just want to cook this until the color change to a nice brownish color. And it's gonna be I'm gonna cover it down for a minute or two and let it cook so all the spices can open up and infuse in the liquid. And if you guys can hear, it's starting to sizzle a little on the bottom. So we're gonna cook this up. I'll come back and show you guys the next step. So guys, let's check this. After 2 minutes, that's exactly how I want it to look. And see that all like it's catching on the bottom, meaning it's sticking to the bottom. So what I'm gonna do now, I'll add a little bit of water, and that's the liquid from this bowl that I had with the paste, and some the liquid from the blender cup. I don't want to waste any goodness, so I'm gonna turn this up and let everything mix in well. Look at that. Everything is gonna mix in well. And at this point here, what I like to do, because when I'm cooking any kind of curry, I like to add some salt content at this part, because when you're turning up everything, the flavor is gonna mix in from the beginning, and it's usually a great way to add the salt, because I find when you add salt after, it doesn't always mix in very well if you don't add the right amount. Now you can always taste and add the rest later, but this is a nice way of getting the salt content to be very flavorful in the food. Sometimes when you cook a dish and you notice it doesn't have like a nice taste, I think it's because there's not enough salt. And at this point, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add my mangoes, because mango take longer to cook. This is a small shrimp and it cooks really fast. So I want to add the mangoes here, and I'm adding the skin and everything. Usually when I add mangoes, I usually take off the skin and add piece of the seed inside, but today I'm adding the mango without the seed, and to keep the mango together for it not to fall apart after it cooks, a good thing to do is leave the skin on, and in that way it doesn't fall off and melt away in the dish. If it have the seed, it can stay as well, but this one doesn't have it. And now what I'm gonna do, I'll add my shrimp. So in you go, baby shrimp. And this was a dish we used to have very often back home. It's very popular in Guyanese cooking. Shrimp curry, or this kind of shrimp in any kind of vegetable, I remember was a very popular thing. So I'm gonna stir this up well, and it's smelling so nice. Jessica can't wait to have it with your roti, right Jess?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make some roti to have this. Shrimp curry with oil roti or paratha roti goes very well. So what I'm gonna do now, I have some onions, and I never blend my onions up. I always like to add it in the mixture when I'm cooking. So I have half of an onion I'm gonna add right now, and then I have my 1 tomato that I'm gonna add in right at this point. and then all the seasoning, the onion, the tomato is gonna bunjay. That's what they say, you're bunjaying the shrimp right now. So I'm gonna cover for maybe 1 to 2 minutes, because the shrimp is gonna have its natural water, and I want that water to cook out, because once you cook out that water, you won't taste that shrimpy taste. So I'm gonna cover this now, leave it for 2 minutes, and then I'll come back and show you guys. The okra can be one of the last things to add in here. Guys, let's check this after the 2 minutes. Ta-da! Look how nice that looks.
Are we allowed to eat it now?
It smells so good, right? So guys, look at how nice this is cooking up. The tomato is nice and soft right now, and the mango is getting cold. The mango is cooking up. So I'm gonna let some more of this water cook out, but in the meantime, I wanna add my okra, and I have a nice generous amount of okra. Guys, okra is a very, very nutritious vegetable to eat, and I like to put it in as many dishes as I can. I sometimes put it in soups, I put it in cook-up rice, I put it in most of my curry, fish curry or seafood curry, and it tastes amazing. So I'm gonna let this cook up maybe for another minute until the water content is gone. And guys, another thing I'm gonna do with this shrimp curry, instead of adding water, I'm gonna add some coconut milk, because coconut milk have a sweetness to it, and it's gonna completely take out that shrimpy kind of taste and give it a nice sweetness to this curry. So I will add a little bit of, maybe about a half a cup of coconut milk into this dish. This is a very delicate shrimp, and I want to take my time with it, so I don't want it to dry down too much, so I have to really scrape it out from the bottom. So what I'm going to do here, because I cook this to eat with roti, I will add my coconut milk. So what I did, instead of half a cup, I'm adding 1/4 cup of coconut milk, and I add 3/4 cup of water. But my coconut milk is very richly squeezed, so it looks like all coconut milk. And this is gonna add a very nice sweetness to the shrimp, and it's gonna help it to remove some of that shrimpy taste, and it's gonna give a nice rich gravy, and it's gonna make this such an amazing flavor with all the different things that I added. So I'm gonna let this cook about, and if you like, guys, and you like to eat your shrimp curry with more liquid, you can add more water or more coconut milk to it. But you can leave it like this if this is good enough for you, or you can also add more. So I'm gonna cover it down for about, I will give it about 3 minutes, and then I'll check to see if I have to add any salt or anything like that. Guys, I'm gonna check this back now, and what I'm doing, I'm cooking it on very slow, like slow to medium heat, because I want it to take its time and cook, and everything is looking nicely. Some of that liquid is cooking out, and I can start seeing the shrimp now. But look, the mango is like already cooked. The okra, from the color of it, I can tell that it's already done, and all the tomatoes like melted, and this is what the shrimp look like. But I'm gonna let it cook for a little bit more, and then I will maybe 2 more minutes, and then I'll turn it off. I taste for salt. It have the perfect taste and salt and all the ingredients. So I'm gonna let it cook on low, for 2 more minutes, and then I'll take it down. So guys, I'm gonna check this out now. I believe it's done, and it's looking beautiful. I will turn it up. Yep, that's how I want it, because what's gonna happen once it gets cooled down, it's gonna get very dry. So I'm gonna take it down here, because we're eating it with roti, and I want to have a little bit of liquid inside. So it's done, and I'll take it out, and of course do the taste test and let you guys see. The mangoes are so soft now. The okra, they're done. Everything looks so good. I don't know, but for all my Guyanese friends that are living outside of Guyana, you guys can probably reminisce and think back of when you used to eat this, or when was the last time you had it. I don't always get it unless I go to the West Indian store and I see the very nice fresh one. But I had to cook this today to share with you guys, because I can imagine a lot of my Guyanese friends didn't have this for a very, very long time. So guys, the next is the best part. Do you guys remember what this fruit is? All those who remember. Our beautiful, beautiful golden apple. I went to the West Indian store and I saw these nice ripe ones and I couldn't resist it. So I bought 3 because I'm not sure if they're sweet or how they taste. So I just bought 3, but I couldn't resist. And I also saw a wirrie, but they look very like over-ripened, so I didn't pick any of those up. So I just wanted to share with you guys. Guys, this is our shrimp curry. Look how beautiful that is. And today for dinner I made the shrimp curry. I made some dal here and I cooked this dal with ochro and spinach inside. So it's a different way of making dal. So lots of spinach and ochro is in here. And I also made some fried karila that we're gonna have today. And I made roti to go with this. So I have all the roti in here. My husband helped me to cook this roti. So I have some rice. So today I'm gonna plate 2 plates. I'm gonna plate with roti and I'm gonna plate with rice for the shrimp curry, because I like to eat mine with rice, but my kids like to eat theirs with roti. So I'm gonna do 2 plating. Jessica is gonna taste hers with the roti for you guys, because my kids like theirs with roti. So we have the shrimp curry with the okra and the mango. So Jessica, if you wanna dig in and let them know how it tastes.
Okay, so I'm gonna get some roti. I'm gonna get some shrimp. Let me see.
Get a nice mouthful so you can let the viewers know.
Cheers!
You like it?
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much for making this. I didn't have it for a long time.
Yeah.
Mom, this is so delicious and yummy.
Thank you, Jess. So guys, I'm gonna do the test with the rice and the dal. She just have the shrimp curry, so I'm just gonna taste mine. I have a little bit of karila on the side here. I have a nice yellow pepper to go with mine, and my shrimp curry here, and I have the dal around the rice and some fresh cucumber from my garden. So I'm gonna switch now and taste with the rice for you guys. Guys, this is my plate and I can't wait because I didn't eat this shrimp for a very, very long time. So I'm gonna just dive in for some of the shrimp with some of the dal and rice. I like to have shrimp curry with dal and rice and a little bit of the okra in there. I'm not gonna bite that pepper yet because if it's too hot for me, I might not have a good face for this camera today. So guys, I'm mixing in. As I'm mixing, I'm drooling. So a nice big mouthful here with the shrimp and the dal. And guys, to all my viewers and all my subscribers, if you know of this shrimp, I hope I bring back memory and inspire you to cook it very soon. If you never heard of it before, you get to see the shrimp today. And I want to say, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, please do so. You only have to subscribe to 1 video. Leave me those comments. I read them all. And I'm cheersing to all the viewers and the subscribers. Cheers, guys. Guys, I just want to chew properly. So good, guys. Oh my God. I didn't have this for a long time, and every bite that I had in my mouth just now was biting into a shrimp. Which the good thing about this shrimp, it's tiny, but when you're eating a mouthful, you can get so many shrimp in 1 mouthful. And guys, the flavor of this food with the dal and the rice and the okra, everything, the karila and everything, guys, it reminds me so much of back home. This is such a Guyanese dish. And it tastes so flavorful. So hope you guys have a plan. We have a long weekend in Canada. It's civic holiday tomorrow. So please enjoy with your friends and your family. Have a wonderful weekend. Until then, have a blessed, good evening. Bye for now.